California dreaming about you.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Andy here, and today, welcome back to another video. Now, before I go on, I don't know if you can tell from the title of this video, but essentially, yes. Today, we are going to be talking about Doki Doki Literature Club. And not only we're going to be talking about the game itself, but we're also going to be celebrating its 3rd anniversary. First of all, I need to thank Dan Salvato and Team Salvato for creating an amazing game that I will always love and pretty much is my favorite game of all time. I know I might have said that like a couple of times, but Doki Doki is my favorite game of all time. I know people give me hard times in the comments, and even actually someone rated on my Discord server on saying of like how much Doki Doki they hate. Pretty much they hate Doki Doki. I could show you some screenshots, but I'm not going to, and plus I pretty much removed the entire raider that pretty much raided my server. But the messages they said. But yeah, so essentially, yeah, opinions are opinions. If you don't like Doki Doki, I understand. I completely understand. I don't like Fortnite because I just don't like it. I'm sorry, I'm pretty much going to get Fortnite haters in the comments, but I don't care. But enough chit-chat about that. I'm not going to get into like negative stuff in this video, but yeah, so we're going to talk about some happy and I guess you could say happy thoughts of Doki Doki. I know a lot of people are thinking of like, Andy, why do you like Doki Doki? And also like, how did you get into Doki Doki? So yeah, about that. So first of all, I just gotta say, I pretty much watched Corey Kenshin's gameplay on Doki Doki.
Well, I kinda told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. Don't freaking lie on me!
Corey, if you're watching this, please go back into Doki Doki because best girl. Wait, where is she? Monika right there. And if you guys are wondering, I got this jacket off of like an obscure website, not Amazon or anything, but no, yeah, Monika's waiting for you, Corey. But no, so pretty much after watching Corey Kenshin's gameplay on it, I just wanted to just see how good this game is. And I've actually heard about this back in 2017 when Doki Doki was released. And I pretty much thought it was like a stupid, dumb anime type dating sim game. I'm like, man, what the freak? Why are people liking like this stupid anime game that's really dumb? That was me back then. But yeah, so I was like, man, skip this. I'm not gonna play this. Until like 2 years after Doki Doki was, you know, released and published to the public, I pretty much decided, you know what, why not? And pretty much I downloaded it on Steam and I went from there, and look where I am now. I'm in love with Doki Doki Literature Club. Best girl is Monika, obviously. I still have her on Gmod. It has a my player model, but yeah. So I think that's pretty much it. Explains like how I got into Doki Doki. And now for the second question of like, you know, why do you like Doki Doki? Or DDLC as it's called. So pretty much, well, obviously the main reason is that, like, gameplay, it's full of incredibly cute girls. I'm sorry, I just had to say that, but no. The real reasons that I liked Doki Doki Literature Club is how it was pretty much, how the gameplay was, how the story was, like, how the, how you could actually interact with the game itself, like you know, it tampering with like your computer sometimes, pretty much it's tampering with like the characters themselves, mainly Monika is tampering with the characters and your computer, but yeah, and there was like a lot of fourth wall breaking moments. Well, I remember one, and that was like, you know, where Monika is all like, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you're gonna change your mind on something. I'm pretty sure something on the lines of like that. There's like a lot of like creepy moments, disturbing moments, and like a really deep rabbit hole that I cannot explain in this video. And don't even get me started with Libitina, because that's a whole I don't know if I'm gonna do like a whole video on that. Y'all can see like other YouTubers that, you know, describe Libitina. So yeah, like a lot of like weird messages, hidden messages, weird sound files, like a QR code, like all kinds of stuff in that deep rabbit hole that I will not explain in this video, because that would just be a whole hour of stuff like to talk about. But yeah, mainly deep rabbit hole stuff, you know, all that kind of stuff. Like a cute atmosphere into like a horror game. Just I was just mind blown at like the stuff that Doki Doki has like coming for ya. So yeah, that's pretty much like the main reason I like Doki Doki. You know, that stuff that I mentioned before. What else is there? We can also talk about the characters. So pretty much when I first saw Sayori, I pretty much thought she was just the generic like protagonist best friend. That is just a goofball. She's silly, she's adorable. So yeah, I didn't really see anything for her at first until I got to like we got to the part where she was all, you know, being depressed. So that's Sayori. Now we move on to Yuri, which pretty much she was like the generic and cliche like shy girl until we got to, what was it, like Act 3, I'm pretty sure. Act 2, maybe. Is where we see like parts of her yandere self, mainly Act 3. But yeah, that's where we began to see a little bit of her yandere side of, you know, Yuri. So I don't really mind yanderes. I really like them, to be honest. Yandere-chan, stop. But no. So yeah, and actually, speaking of Yuri, when we got to that part where pretty much yourself and Yuri are in that closet and her eyes begin to move around you, oh my goodness, that legit felt like I was being actually watched. Like someone watching, like it felt like someone was hacking me and just looking at me through my computer. Just, that gave me the chills and actually gave me like goosebumps. Like pretty much I'm like, wait, her eyes are moving, and then oh my god, I was just terrified until thank god Monika's came and saved the day and just pretty much yanked us out of the closet. And I'm like, okay everyone, let's go back and to read our poems, or to share our poems. But yeah, so essentially that's that for Yuri. Now we move on to Natsuki, that little cute, adorable, like pouty cutie. But yeah, Natsuki, actually she was going to be best girl for me, but it changed because of best girl Monika. But yeah, Natsuki, she was like really she's adorable and she's so cute. When I first saw her famous line, "I'm not cute," I was just dying inside of like, oh my god, she's so cute. But yeah, she's probably gonna hit me after this, but when she sees this video. But yeah, that was that. And when we got to her creepy side and like her background, I should have mentioned about the other girls, but it's too late. But no, for real, when I first heard about Natsuki having like family issues, I'm like, okay, so maybe it's probably a father and daughter like issue problem. And I was right, because you know there's a lot of like mods about Natsuki's side, mainly like exit music, but which I have never played or seen any gameplay on it. I really want to. But anyways, back on the track. Yeah, when we first saw her like saying, you know, when she got to her like black-eyed part, you know, her glitched black-eyed part, pretty much she said like, my dad would beat the crap out of me. And then we get to Natsuki's like what was it, like her black eyes, you know, glitching with that, you know, realistic mouth moving. That legit gave me the creeps. I think I got it on my second run of Doki Doki, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure if that's like a rare thing. I totally forgot. But yeah, so when we got to her black-eyed and realistic mouth moving, I was just gave me the goosebumps. And actually, one other thing about Natsuki in the game, I don't know about y'all, but I didn't even know about this until now, is that if you give Natsuki like a poem that she does not like at all, Like, she won't even compliment anything about it. Pretty much what will happen is that you give her the poem, she'll react just bland, or just pretty much a blank face, until her eyes pop out of their sockets. Like, oh my god, that legit gave me the creeps. I never got that in my entire gameplay of, playing Doki Doki. That was legit. I've never seen that before in my entire life while playing Doki Doki. And then we get on to Best Girl Monika. So now Monika, when I first saw her, I was just loving her beautiful and adorableness, like just so athletic. Oh my god. But no, she was like a sweetheart. She's so sweet. How could you hate Monika? Well, besides the stuff that she's done in the game. But yeah, so with Monika, I just at first I didn't like her, until now I do like her a lot. So pretty much when we got to the just Monika parts, and actually before we got onto that, for the breaking wall, or the fourth breaking wall moment, where she's all like, save your game, I mentioned that before, like, it gave me the creeps. And I've seen a lot of YouTubers react to it, and their faces were just like mine. We just okay, we gotta go save the freaking game, okay, Monika. But yeah, then we get on to like some parts where Monika just interrupts you and another character. Like with Yuri, I'm pretty sure you go like in a hallway with her, and then pretty much Monika's sprite just fades on the screen until I think Yuri's all like, wait, no, that was Monika. But yeah, pretty much Monika's face starts to appear on the screen, just fading. So yeah. And also there was like one part where she's all like, no, wait, no, don't go, and then it just goes on to the next day. That was kind of really weird. And then obviously we get to the just Monika part, where pretty much it's just you and Monika forever. So essentially with that part, pretty much it gave me like really like, it just felt like I was out of my world and was just in with her. Like I could just feel like I was just in that club room with her. And then for that Monika jump scare, that didn't really get me. I really wish it was like more louder, or like a more like scarier noise, or even like a loud screamer. Yeah, I think that's for the like characters themselves. I know they have like other stuff that's happened in the game, but I'm not gonna go into like full details of like what happened. If you haven't played Doki Doki, I would recommend playing it yourself, because I want you guys to play it. I really haven't like made a rating about Doki Doki at all, but pretty much for me, Doki Doki Literature Club gets a 10 out of 10 in my books. I know there's a lot of like maybe like counterparts, or like people didn't like some parts, but for me, I just loved the entire game, so it pretty much gets a 10 out of 10 in my books from Andy, or Andy Kuhn himself. So yeah, and I think we're actually getting to wrap up this video. But before I go on, we have to talk about the mods. Oh my god, I don't know how many mods I have played that are really good. And yes, there has been one that I did not really like, and that was actually a mod that I played on my channel, that actually a friend told me about to play. It was like a meme, mainly like a meme and funny and comedy mod, and for me at least, I didn't really like it. I really liked the story, but I just didn't really like the memes that they threw in. I just felt like they were old or just kind of stupid. And yeah, I was just throughout the gameplay, I was just like sighing. I'm like, okay, let's just move on. Boop. So yeah, that was my reaction to that mod. I just didn't really like it that much. But for the other mods that I played, like Fallen Angel, Blue Skies, that I'm actually currently playing, Summertime, One Last Memory, Normal Visual Novel, what was there? Monika After Story, if you could call that a mod. Yes, you could call it a mod, but what else was there? We Are the Literature Club. That was the first Doki Doki mod that I played on the channel back this year, back in like what, February of this year. But yeah, so yeah, there were like a lot of mods that I love. And if you're wondering what my favorite mod of all time, it has to be hands down One Last Memory. Oh my god, you have no idea how much that pretty much made me cry. Like, I'm a huge crier when it comes to games in general, but That mod, oh my god, if I could record that with face cam, you would just see just Andy bawling his eyes out. Like, it's a really sad mod. I've also heard that's like, what was it called? Like, exit music is like one of the saddest mods, but I haven't played it, so I'm gonna have to figure it out myself. But yeah, so that's mainly for my favorite mod of all time, One Last Memory, and you guys gotta play it yourself. It's really, really good, and it's a really sad mod. Just keep in mind, just have a little box of tissues next to you. Now I know what you're all thinking of, like, Andy, oh yeah, this is water. But, I know what you're all thinking of, like, Andy, what about you? Are you gonna create a mod? Yes, I want to. I really want to so bad. I have, like, a really good idea for a mod, but currently, right now, I really don't know anything about creating a mod. I know my friend Fox, he's one of my Instagram friends. He's actually created a DDLC mod that I played. I was not going to record it because it does have a lot of sexual activity on it. And plus it also had like a really good amount of copyright, you know, songs. But anyways, back onto the mod for me, or mods for me, I really would love to create a mod. It just happened, it has to happen at like a right time when I'm not busy. So yeah, I just really just want to create like a little test of like how good my mod and coding skills are. So if you guys see like a little test video on my YouTube channel at some point, then that's because I just tested out a Doki Doki mod. So that'll be in the future. So I just want to show you guys some pictures that I've drawn of like myself, Andy, or pretty much just some like Doki Doki characters just interacting with other people. So yeah, I pretty much mainly post them on my DDLC account that I run, which I will not say because that'll just be kept secret for my DDLC friends. So yeah, so pretty much another video we'll see today is a Monika After Story update, where pretty much I'll be celebrating birthday with Monika, so that'll be pretty cool. So I cannot wait for that, or when that video goes up, so you guys can see like how it's like to be with a your quote-unquote virtual girlfriend. So yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm sorry if this video was like all over the place with like topics and stuff. I just wanted to get this video out because I love Doki Doki. But yeah, so just want to let you guys know, representing the squad of the Literature Club, you know, I got a hat on. So I'm gonna go right now. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.